Thanks for coming out. For those of you that don't know, my name is Miko. I'm a poet. I'm not that kind of poet. So a lot of people, when they hear the word poet, they think of different things. There's usually three stereotypes that come into people's heads. They either think of someone much older talking about boring things like meadows and birds and saying, I love you like 1,000 sun, the grass was green like a green thing. And I don't really do that kind of poetry. Or you might think of someone wearing all black saying things like emotion. And I don't really do that. Or you might picture 22 Jump Street and like, Cynthia! Jesus died for her, Cynthia! And is that what you thought? Did you get dragged along going, I'm not going to say a slam poet! It'll be all Cynthia on me. So yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. But instead of telling you what I don't do, I'll give you an example of the kind of thing I do. Shut up. I'm going to start with a poem called Tongue Tied, which I usually do to sort of get me started because it's filled with tongue twisters and it loosens me up. I'm not often lost for words. You see, I read them every day to help me feel driven. I listen to them every chance that I'm given, and heck, I hope one day to write and perform them for a living. So I'm thinking maybe I could be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling and deeply unfulfilling, drilling sensation of being tongue-tied. But let me tell you about the girl who curled my tongue. She had a wild smile, as wide as a mile, and she sells seashells down by the seashore. Yes, she sells seashells down by the seashore. Yes, she sells down by the seashore, and I buy one more for her every single day because I just don't know what else to say when I approach her. So now my room is full of these little jewels of the beach, and I'm going to teach them to say the harder things, the smarter things, the cut right through to the heart of things that I can't quite bring myself to do in front of you. Or else I could train them to sing in perfect harmony to the melodies of songs that I no longer grasp, such as supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, to show the psychosis my words are atrocious, and I know this. Like, what I don't know is why I can't just fucking speak to her. It's not like I'm weak or Miko can't open my beak, so this feeling is unique to me, and I'm meant to be the cheeky chappy that's always happy, but this girl had me tongue-tied. I'm not often lost for words. I said I read them every day to help me feel driven. I listen every chance I'm given, and I write and perform them for a living. So I'm thinking maybe I could be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling and deeply unfulfilling, drilling sensation of being tongue-tied. But let me tell you again about the girl who curled my tongue. See, when she's not selling seashells down by the seashore, she's working in the shoe shine shop, where she sits and shines and shines and sits and shines and shines and sits, and she had the most incredible pair of lips. Hey, you can call me old-fashioned, but I would rather get introduced before I reproduce, and I want to know more about you. I want you to know more about me. Can I ask you a question? Is it just seashells, or do you know everything about the sea? Has anyone ever shown you how you can cram a clean clam into a clean clam can, or told you how many friendly anemones actually have anemones, yeah, many friendly enemies and many enemies, and although I might look like it, I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm just a pheasant plucker, son. I said I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. I want to lie down with you, underneath the stars on that piece of grass by the side of the road, while we exchange the important questions like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could actually chuck wood, and how much love could this love have if this love could have love, and how many bears could Bear Grylls grill? If Bear Grylls could grill bears, I want to lie down with you under the stars of that piece of grass by the side of the road while we listen to the traffic roaring past us one by one. There was a red lorry and a yellow lorry, a red lorry, a yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Look, I'm sorry. My words don't come out the way I want them to, but I'm not often lost for them. You see, I read them every day to help me for driven and listen every chance I'm given, a right and perform them for a living. So I'm thinking maybe I could be forgiven for not being willing to give in to this chilling and deeply fulfilling, thrilling sensation of being tongue-tied. Or maybe I could just shut up for a second and let you talk for a while. I wrote that as a slam poem. I wrote it because there was an event I did, and the theme was tongue-tied, and I thought, I'll write something. It takes me a long time to write poems. Sometimes it can take me months and months to edit poems. And that poem I wrote is probably the only poem I've ever written on the day. And I've never written it down. I wrote it entirely in my head, and I would sort of go over a line, and then that would lead to the next line. I'd be like, great, and I'll go back to the beginning and do it all over so that I wouldn't forget it. Excuse me. And I performed it just as a one-off, thinking, that'll be a bit of fun. And then a lot of people were like, oh no, that's really quite good. You should compete with that.